So I've got a couple extra colors here. I've got a mystery kind of gold, some glow in the dark, some blue, and some all kinds of chaos. So we're gonna do a smash painting. Let's see what happens. Howdy, howdy everyone. So today is smash painting day. We got some extra colors. This is kind of a mystery color. Basically, it's some leftover pigments that I used for a dry painting on some silicone molds. And this was the leftovers that was left on the paper. So, as I always say in my video, I don't let them go to waste, and there's proof. We're gonna use it today. The other thing we're gonna do is, I picked up some glow in the dark, I guess you could say it's a glitter. I think it's more, to be honest with you, I think it's more of an embossing powder, to be honest with you. But I'm using it as a glitter. So, let's see how that works out. It may be one of those everything in the kitchen sink kind of smash paintings, and we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm gonna give both my bases some clear so that the colors have a chance to move on them. I'm gonna heat that up just so that I can start smoothing it around here. So what's your common thing that you do with leftover resin? Like if you find out I made way too much, what do you do that you don't waste it? Because we all scramble around a bunch. So what's your go-to things? Mine is I usually have some silicone molds already pre-painted and waiting for me that I can just fill up with a little extra resin if I've got a little bit extra. And that way I just pour a couple layers in, you know, here and there, and eventually the mold gets filled up. But if I find I have a lot extra, it's smash painting time. If it's a whole lot extra, then I'll just go ahead and do another big painting. But sometimes I think subconsciously I kind of mix too much because I need extra play time. So we all have those days, and I've had that kind of a week. All right, let me get rid of some bubbles. So art in general is my therapy, whether the medium is resin or the medium is alcohol ink. It is something I go to help me feel better. Now, I haven't worked up the ability to be able to do this when I'm angry. I can't angry art. Or when I'm super, super sad. I have a hard time. But I can do things that are soothing when I'm sad. In other words, maybe it's preparing for a piece or getting things prepared. That's a good time to, you know, clean a station. So this is the glow in the dark powder stuff. It's actually, I found it looking for some embossing powders and stuff, but it has a nice shimmer to it, so why not use it like a glitter? Let's see what happens. Okay, so I've got that, and I want to put some white on top of that, which sounds really silly, but this white has some of that Stone Coat base tint in it, as well as a white paste. So it's going to be able to give me some of those cells, or that effect that I like. I'll put a little bit more. But I've also got a white base tint mixed in with it, so that way it can give me a little bit of lacing and some white lines. If you put in just the Stone Coat base tint to a lot of clear, sometimes it can come off really transparent. And while that's not usually a problem, in this case I want a little bit of opacity to it. All right. Going kind of light on the colors as far as the amounts. So let's see how that works. Okay, I'm going to do this mystery gold. Do not ask me what the gold is. I'm not going to put it in there because it is a mixture of a bunch of different pigments. So look for one of my dragon scale videos where I did the dragon scale pigment painting, and you'll get the colors I use, and if you combine them all together, you'll get this color. So I've got some clear iridescent. I'm going to do that because I don't think that'll shift the color too much more than what I've got going on here. And I'm really curious on how that works with this smash painting anyway. All right. So I got a pretty good puddle, and I've done basically the same puddle on both paintings. A little bit of heat, a little bit of heat. Okay, I fibbed. I'm gonna put a little bit more of that glow in the middle. Because why not? I feel like it. All right. All right, see, here's the other one. It's got the same thing on there. All right, flip it over. Okay, I'm gonna push pressure downward on it and give it a slight twist. And you see, I don't know if you can see this or not, it's starting to come down around some of the sides. So I know that I have made good contact. Now I'm gonna try, I've had most luck going diagonal as far as interesting designs. And if I don't like it, I'll just smush it back together and try again. And this may be cool. I'm thinking. Gosh, I like that blend right there though. What am I gonna do? I know, sometimes the thought process takes a little bit. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat it and tilt it a little bit. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Both the paintings do not have to be identical. They can both stand on their own. Let's see. Let me heat a little bit more. I might keep that one just super simple. All right. I'm going to put this one to the side for a little bit and leave this one as is. I'll bring you in for a close-up in just a little bit. All right, and wait for the drip so I can move it. Ooh, I'm getting a little close to the edge here. I don't normally have to do this. I usually video in a little bit more than that close to the edge, so pardon me. So I ordered some molds from Amazon one time, and it was a big old kit, and it came up with a bunch of like clear silicone molds, and they came with these little spatulas. They're kind of hard, but they're silicone. And I have to admit, because they're so thin, they're really handy, especially for moving stuff around like that. Okay, I'm gonna pop that in the middle there so we can see what's going on. And put that right there. All right. I really like what's going on in this area here. This just kind of adds like a little wing to it, but this is like, that's the money stuff right there. with this base tint and the smash paintings, the cells will continue to develop over the next couple hours, or the next hour for sure. So it's going to surprise me. I'm thinking about adding some dark blue in here. Let's see what I can do with that. It's like it almost needs a little bit of an anchor point. Let's see. That I did not mean to do. So let's just do that intentionally now. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to feel when you're touching it. Okay. This is the Silver Halo and the 007. All right, come on, give me a string. So I'm going to have a little bit of that silver hitting on top, as well as the nice bling that the halo gives. All right, wait a minute, one more, I lied. I just touch it. Apparently I lied 3 times because I did 3 lines. Okay, let me bring you in for a close-up. Get rid of these gloves so I can touch my camera. All right, I am super happy with these. All right, here we go. See, we got some cells developing right there, and they're going to continue to develop for a little bit. And see how you can see some of the white with the white background of the canvas, right? Let's see, there. So that adds a little extra dimension to it. I like the combination of the clear glitters. That's super cool. I think this one might be my favorite. Look at that glitter punch. Yeesh. That looks really cool. All right, I'm gonna bring you over here. I wonder if I should add some silver lines to this one too. That gold really showed up on this one. Love that in the middle. I don't know, I think I'm gonna leave it as is. You can see the iridescent and the glow in the dark really, really well right there. So that ought to be cool. But you know what? I'm gonna go get my black light and see what develops out of this. So I'll be right back. Oh, black light. The kids were off hunting scorpions the last time I saw it. Wow, just even that short period of time, look at the cells that have developed on this one. This one's gonna be pretty. All right guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. More importantly, hit that bell to get notified next time I put a video up. Oh, and look at the end of the video to get a picture of all the colors I use. Later.